You've probably seen YouTuber Amber Scholl's video, How I Get Everything I Want All the Time, and thought, yeah right, clickbait. But what if it's not? What if it's an actual formula? Well, that's what we're breaking down today. It's this wild mix of super intense work, radical belief, and a few surprising cheat codes. Let's get into it.
So you hear the word manifesting, and your brain probably goes straight to this, right? This whole idea that if you just believe hard enough, the universe is going to magically drop your dreams right on your doorstep. It's a nice thought, but according to Amber Scholl, that is absolutely not how it works. She says that kind of passive wishing, it's a huge misconception. Her version of manifesting is, well, anything but passive. Okay, so this gets right to the heart of her whole philosophy. For her, manifestation isn't some kind of magic, it's a formula. And what's the main ingredient? It's work. We're talking intense, focused, every single day work to make your vision real. This is the question she says you have to ask yourself. Do your daily actions actually match your ambitions? Like when she had a big sales goal for her jewelry business, she wasn't just hoping for it. She was waking up at 4 a.m. to pack the orders herself. The proof, for her, is in that daily grind. So the takeaway here is really simple. Your actions have to scream way louder than your wishes.
So what's the first real step in her process? Well, it is not enough to just want to be successful or rich. That's way too vague. You have to know exactly what you want, down to the tiniest, most specific detail. And listen, she takes this to a whole other level. Her vision boards aren't just a couple of pretty pictures. No, she has Zillow boards for her future houses. She knows the exact chandelier she's going to hang in the entryway. She knows the specific color of the handbag she wants, and she even has the direct link to buy it saved and ready to go. It's all about making an abstract dream totally and completely tangible.
Okay, so once that vision is crystal clear, you can't just sit there and stare at it. The next, and maybe most important step, is to break that huge, intimidating goal down into tiny, daily, totally manageable actions. She calls this her Postmates method. See, back when she was a delivery driver, if she wanted, say, a $75 pair of shoes, she didn't get all overwhelmed by the cost. She would just decide to pick up one extra delivery each day and put that cash aside. In 2 weeks, she had the shoes. It's the same method she uses today, just with, way bigger goals. The whole point is to break it down so it never feels impossible. And this quote just sums it up perfectly. The vision board, that's the dream, that's the wish. But it's those small daily actions, that's the actual spell that makes it all happen. The big idea is this. A vague dream is just a dream. But a specific dream with a daily plan, that's a project in motion. All right, now we get to the most famous part of her formula, maybe the most controversial too. After you have the specificity and the action plan, you have to, in her words, be delusional. So what on earth does she mean by delusional? She's talking about a belief that is so strong, it probably looks completely crazy to anybody on the outside. She actually describes it as being on a level that is, clinically, your friends should be worried about you. It's this total, unwavering commitment to the idea that your future reality is basically inevitable. And here's the story that kind of proves her point. Years ago, when she was a broke Postmates driver, she drove up to the absolute nicest apartment building in LA, totally starry-eyed, and she just walked up and told the doorman, "I'm gonna live here." He, of course, looked at her like she was nuts and told her to leave private property. But guess who lives in that exact building right now? She does. And she says this is proof that what looks like delusional trespassing at the time is actually just you manifesting your future. You're bending reality to fit your vision, not the other way around. So this whole delusion thing, it's really just a supercharged way of saying fake it till you make it. It's about actively rearranging your current physical reality to start matching the vision you have for your future. She doesn't even call it pretending, she calls it practicing. So how did she practice? Well, she'd put cheap rings into real Tiffany boxes that she bought. She kept fake luxury bags for years before she could ever afford the real thing. And, most famously, she covered her entire old apartment floor in fake marble contact paper. She walked on it for years, until one day she was walking on the real thing in her dream home. The lesson here is to start acting like the person you want to become, and you'll slowly close that gap between who you are now and who you're gonna be. So you've got the three main steps: specificity, action, and delusion. But then she has these three key behaviors that act like boosters, to accelerate the whole process.
First up, you have to be bold. She tells this amazing story about seeing a beautiful fireplace in another apartment and just thinking, that needs to be mine. Months later, she randomly ran into the new owner and she just asked him for it. And guess what? He gave it to her. Fortune, she says, favors the brave. And what about luck? To her, luck isn't some magical force from the heavens. It's just what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It's simply about increasing your exposure to chance. You have to create your own luck by actually playing the game. She uses that old lottery slogan, you gotta play to win. That means buying the ticket, putting yourself in the right rooms, and always being prepared. Like having your business pitch ready in your pocket when you just happen to sit next to the head of Shopify at a dinner party.
And the final booster is kindness. Now, this isn't about being nice just to get something back. It's about creating a world where people are genuinely rooting for you to win. So the takeaway is, your formula gets supercharged when you're bold enough to ask for what you want, prepared enough to get lucky, and kind enough that people actually want to help you.
Okay, so that's the formula. But remember the title of her video? How I Get Everything I Want? So, when all is said and done, we have to ask the big question. Is it actually true? Has this whole formula of hard work, delusion, and boldness really resulted in her getting every single thing she's ever wanted all the time? And the answer, in this amazing, surprising twist at the very end of her own video, is no. She just admits it. Nobody gets what they want all the time. That's life. It's not perfect. And this right here is the real secret. This is the true moral of the story. The power isn't in obtaining everything. The power is in the relentless, the continuous, the bold act of going after it. Because look, you might not get everything you want, but what if you do?